Hey, I'm Chris from Mobility Solutions, AffordableMedicalUSA.com. I have a Jazzy EVO 614 HD right in front of me in all black, and this thing is sharp. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. So we've already unboxed it, but I just kind of want to go over a couple little things. Basically, when it comes in, it'll come in 2 boxes. You have an option of doing a drop ship where you can put this together. It doesn't take that long. We do have an inside, like a garage delivery, and then we have a white glove premier delivery where they'll actually bring it to you, set it up, go over the chair with you. So there's 3 different options of delivering this chair, but this chair is very nice, and it comes in some different sizes with the seat. So when you go to our page, you're going to see a configuration where you can select what you need. If you have questions, you need to call us, just give us a call. It's very easy, 803-926-2224. But if you are looking for a heavy duty power chair that can be used inside, and I believe this thing can really work outside, the way the tires look, the spring shock suspensions, check us out at Affordable Medical USA. This is the EVO HD, the Jazzy EVO HD 614. So there's different ones. It's the heavy duty version. All right, so we've already put it together, but I found out the guy's 6'5". So right now where this thing is set is way too low. So I'm going to come back in and raise this up. In order to do that, and you're going to have to do this anyways when you get it, because you're going to have to connect the batteries. It has the 22NF batteries in it, so they're pretty large batteries, but kind of standard for HT. I'm just going to remove these screws because I want to get this back. I want to get this panel off to reach these 2 bolts down in here and adjust this. So take this off, and I'm also going to have to take this back part off. So these are all just thumb. And this should be the way to access the batteries too if you ever have to change these batteries out. When you get this, charge it up overnight, and make sure you charge it up each night after you use it. That's going to be better for the batteries long term. You can get, if you're an all-day user, you might get a year out of these batteries, 2 years out of this batteries. You can also, it could go longer depending on how much you're using it, but they made it very convenient to access the rear to get to the batteries. You wouldn't really have to take all this apart to do it. Unless you just need it to. But look inside of here is what it looks like. Your controller's right here. This is your seat post that can be moved up and down. Now this holds 450 pounds, I believe, and it goes about 4.8 miles per hour. So decent speed for this unit. Now this bolt right here, just so you know, you're gonna have to loosen it. This keeps this tight. If that's not tight, this is gonna move around. Now it does have a swivel seat, so it does have a little bit of play with it, but we're going to come in here and loosen this up. Because again, he is 6'5", so I gotta get it raised. So you don't have to take this off, just loosen it. And then I got to get to here to change this, so I got to get a different. You are going to have to remove this whole bolt to bring this up. So. And then once I get this done, I'm going to show you different options like the foot plate, or if you need elevated leg rest or leg rest, you can add elevated leg rest. You can add standard leg rest. There's 3 adjustments. And then you're just going to tighten this back down. But you'll see that this is the swivel, so you see the locks, and this is the back. So this always goes towards the back. All right, changed it up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and use some power. So that's pretty tight, but you still use this to tighten it up. So we're going to do that also. All right, so if you want to look at the inside of this, look at these motors in here. Look how clean this looks. This is a very nice power wheelchair. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is put the shell back on, and there's little hooks right here. So you're going to come down. First of all, get this cord through here. There's a little notch it sits in. And if you are putting this together, you just connect the batteries like so. They'll be in here, you just got to connect them. You will have to add this to that by using these screws, which doesn't take that long. I don't know why they do that, but they do, so I did notice that. Just tighten up a little bit because we're going to come back and screw this down. If you're using power drills, just be a little careful. Now, this is a big seat. It's pretty heavy, to be honest with you. Right there. Perfect. You see this cord? Now this has a swing away. So you got to make sure if you have the swing away, what the swing away does is allows you to pull up to a table. So it swings out. We're going to bring this cord probably around here and zip tie it down. But sometimes it's good before you do the zip tying to make sure you're not pulling this arm up and down a bunch. Because if you do, you zip tie, it's too tight, could be an issue. And we're just going to run this wire just back up underneath here and plug right in to that wire that we just had coming out the unit. This is your buzz wire. So sometimes this can go bad. So if you have a problem with a power chair, first thing you want to do is maybe change this out somehow by connecting this directly to the unit, or you don't always need to replace the whole joystick. So if you have a power chair, you're having problems with it, if you have any questions, just give us a call. We'll see if we can help you. We are located in West Columbia. See all this wiggling going on? It's just going to be tightening up the arms. So these arms can be adjusted in width. They also can be adjusted in height. So it really depends on the person of where it needs to be. This is for someone 6'5", about 325 pounds. So it's good to go to a heavy duty model. It's just gonna last longer. Since he's 6'5", now this is something we can adjust later. I'm just gonna bring these arms up and tighten them down. We got these arms kind of set where we think he's gonna want it. This again is your swing away. You're gonna wanna find out if you're gonna be pulling this arm up or the other arm to adjust it. Now another thing you can do with this chair, there's some adjustments you can make. You can actually bring these arm pads out by using the tool that comes with it, loosen it up and slide this out. I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick. So sometimes this can be a little bit of a pain with the tools they give you. So you're just gonna back out these a little bit and slide it up. Now you can put this joystick on the right side. I guess he's left-handed. You just want to order the swing away correctly because I think you might be able to switch this around, but it's kind of a pain. This is what it normally comes with. It would be a straight bar if you don't need that swing away. So the good part, you might not have to do these adjustments, guys, but if you have to, or if you need to, it's nice that you're able to do that. This is your standard leg rest. Now he wanted elevated leg rest, so that's why we had to put these brackets on. So there's a lot of adjustments here, out, in, and you got quick pins, but then you do have to tighten these up. So we'll just come here and put it right there. So loosen it, extend it to where you want it. You'll put this pin through the hole. See the holes? And then you just can tighten that up. All right, so, but if you didn't get the elevated leg rest, they do stick out a little bit, but if you need to prop your feet up, then you really kind of want them. You don't always have to use them. You'll still have the foot rest. Now the foot rest can be adjusted down and up and out. It's already out, so there's a couple adjustments with the foot plate, just so you know, and you can adjust the angle also. We're gonna leave that foot plate like it is, and I'm gonna show you what the elevated leg rests look like. These also can be adjusted. Looks like we have some adjustments. We'll leave it kind of like it is for now. And these elevate up and come down. And they can come off like this. And then you can pull this off by loosening that thing if you don't need these brackets anymore. Most all Jazzies you can add elevated leg rest to it. Now again, this seat comes in different sizes. This is the biggest one. This is the 22 width by 20 depth that can be adjusted to 22. Flip back arms, adjustable arms, swing away joysticks on this unit. This cord's not going to be right there, but I don't want to zip tie it yet until we get him in the chair. The tires are pretty big. Look how big these tires are. About 13 inches. Nice tires. And the width's about 3. And then you have your standard caster tires at the front. Across is about 2 and height's about 6. I don't know why you would need to adjust these, but you can make some adjustments, it looks like, with the springs. I guess if you want this up a little bit higher to get over certain threshes, but I wouldn't mess with that. It's in the black matte finish. It does come in a lot of different colors. Now we can bring this joystick out further for him. There's a lot of adjustments with that, but again, we need to make sure we get it right before we zip tie. You got a horn, speed control on and off. And I did ask them if I can ride it outside. He gave me a clear, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it outside. Very smooth. Very smooth. This can be used inside or outside. This is very thick stuff. Nothing really does very well with it, but it's making it through it. We're gonna go up a slope. We're at about the max speed of 4.88 speed. I'm gonna take it through this grass. Now I got this on the left-hand side. I'm right-handed, so I'm not doing the best. Went through that perfect. I'm having a hard time with the left-hand control. So yeah, it's gonna pass the grass test to a certain extent. So like here guys, here's Louie. He's riding on a GP 130 power chair. He has modified it a little bit for him. And I'm riding in a big Jazzy HD 614 with much larger tires, spring shock suspensions. While we're doing this, we get some shots of the 614 riding next to the GP 130. Do you want to just follow me and see if you can follow me or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
So we don't know if this is going to handle very well over here, but we're about to find out. Can you make it up that hill? Okay. We talk about this chair performing very well on hard surfaces and through the grass, just not through certain steepy slopes because it's meant for traveling.
Oh, I made it.
You made it up a little one. But it's making it through here pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah, the deal on these bumps because it articulates. It's extra smooth.
Awesome. All right, I think that about wraps it up with this 614. If you have any questions, if you're looking for a heavy duty power chair because you need it for the weight capacity, the Jazzy 614 is a very sharp looking chair, very nice chair. Can perform out in the yard decently well, but can be used inside the house. That chair is the GP 130. It's a different chair, completely different class. This holds up to 300 pounds, but it's the wireless disconnection for travel, which is pretty nice. So check that out if you're under 300 pounds and you need something to put in the back of your car, go on an airplane, cruise, whatever you want to do. And it can be used in the yard if you have a flat, level yard.